Recording in progress. I mean, as we were just saying, I don't know why everyone can't be as brilliant and witty and make perfect choices like we do.
It's really hard, but we do it.
We figure it out, you know what I
We
mean?
do
Like we
figure
find
it
a
out.
way.
Wait, do I have something in my teeth?
I don't see anything, no.
Okay.
Do I?
No. The smoothie has like the skin of the blueberries,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
all
yeah.
up in there and
Oh,
I can
yeah.
something's in there, I can feel it, but as long as it's not visible, I'll deal with it later. It's probably just a
Well,
chia seed.
if I see something, I'll tell you. I'll be like, hey, stop what you're saying. Shut the fuck up. There's a chia seed in your teeth. Get it. I have also things that I might be snacking on that may show up in my teeth, including popcorn with chocolate chips in it
Yum.
and pistachios.
Oh God,
Not
pistachios. Wait, what
sponsored.
kind? Lightly salted. Yes, that's exactly the ones I get. Oh, I love it.
You have been my inspiration to get back into pistachios because I've seen you eat pistachios and been like, I should get pistachios.
I mean, they're a great snack. They're the thing that I ate on my weepy drive from New York to Chicago.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't last long because again, I had anxiety belly, but they did technically give me some energy, I think, probably before expelling. Speaking of which, once again, it's going to be anyone's guess as to what happens today because I have the smoothie I'm finishing, I have my tea, but I did also bring a kombucha out um to help because my belly has been a little sensitive. Yesterday there was a smorgasbord of food at this holiday party, and I had like a handful of bites before my bell started rumbling. And I
That's a
didn't have a
bummer.
single dessert.
No, what? Oh,
You know
dude.
that I got the hot cocoa cinnamon rolls and I made them
Yeah.
for everyone and they looked delicious and I couldn't even have any because I felt nauseous.
Oh my God.
I know.
I'm really sorry. That really stinks.
Everyone
Wait,
got them that they cleaned out the tray, of course, but
okay, so they were good as you anticipated they would be. You just didn't get to experience it yourself.
if I'm honest, it was the star of the sweets table. So
I
everyone was
believe
like,
that.
"You made cinnamon rolls?" And I was like, "From the tubes, to be clear, I don't want to take credit like that." But I was like, "Yes, I did." And they were like, "Oh my God." And then
Mm, hell yeah.
yeah.
That sounds
But
amazing.
so I'm glad I made other people happy.
At least there's that. At least you have that. Okay. What's making you
Uh-huh.
laugh though?
Oh, what is making me laugh? Um, 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 I mean, I, oh, you know what? My sister sent me a picture of my niece and her friend at a sleepover,
Mhm.
and they had made like sugar cookies with icing,
Yeah.
and her friend made a 6-7 cookie.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
a little like
Mm.
Christmas themed cookie that said 6-7 on it. And I looked at it, I said 67. That's it. Because they're both sports kids. And I was like, surely the kid's number is not 67. That's a weird number. And then I was like, oh, 6-7. That's it. And then I responded to my sister and I was like, is that a 6-7 cookie? And she was like, I didn't even put that together. But yeah, that's what that is. So that made
I'm
me giggle.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
What about you? What's making you laugh?
I've been saving this. I've been sitting on this for
I love
a
when you give
couple,
me a saved one.
well, and not even for that long, but when I tell you what it is, you're going to be impressed that I didn't send you a voice note immediately or a
Uh,
screenshot immediately. So, yesterday we were
hmm
discussing just to fill in the fans. I want to make sure the fans are up to date on the context of
We
this.
care about our fans.
and I will just say, we do think about and care about all 19 of you individually. Sorry, all 17.
19.
'Cause two of them are us,
Well,
but
we
all
count. We
17
care
of
about
you.
each other too.
That's true. Okay, I care about all 19 of our fans, you, me included. So fans, I we're talking yesterday because I was going down memory lane of when I was a teenager, communing with my inner teen, as always, and
Goals.
remembering one of my first boyfriends when I was in high school, who was a writer
Hmm.
and who wrote online and would put his creative writing online, and it still is online. And so I was reading something
Where?
that he had written 20 years ago and recalling that time and recalling like, oh my God, I remember I was so like, he's a writer, he's creative, he's like dark and deep and moody and
So mysterious.
ooh, loved it. I mean, to be clear, I do still like I am still drawn
Yeah,
to
I know.
writers.
Exactly. I was gonna say, we're saying this as if we're not absolutely attracted to that to this day.
Yeah, I mean, the theme has persisted, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, no shit, but this this person in particular, I was then commenting on the fact that many of my exes I'm still in touch with, many
Yes.
still like good friends with.
Yes.
But this he is one notable exception to that, and that I remembered probably a decade ago sending him a Facebook friend request and him declining it and being like, okay, well, I guess he doesn't want to be in touch with me anymore.
And I would like everyone, all 19 of us need to know, I was livid. Truly and authentically, when I heard that in the voice note, I had a vocal reaction of, what the fuck? Because I was appalled. Who the fuck doesn't want to be in your life and like keep tabs on you and know what's going on? I track your fucking location, bitch, because that's how much I want to know about you. That's how much I care.
This find you a friend who feels this way about you, who is feels this passionately about anybody not wanting to be in your life. I also love that you're taking that more personally even than I did when he declined my friend request. I was like,
Absolutely.
okay.
Oof. No.
Well, this morning I open a little application called Instagram
Oh my God. Oh my
and
God. Oh my God.
look at my notifications and who has liked my last post. It's not him, spoiler, but
Okay.
it is his mother,
Yes.
his
Even
mom,
better. Who needs him? His mom is
his
better.
mom. He has very cool family who I have stayed like connected with all of them on
Uh,
social media and stuff.
sure.
And I'm sure he's cool these days too. I don't know him anymore, but
He
that
won't let you
really
know him anymore.
he
So,
won't let
his
me.
loss. His loss.
If he's listening right now, just know
He certainly is.
my if I'm open to reconnecting, as friends, if you are. So hit me up. You know where to find me. Anyway, more
His
soon at
mom.
gmail.com.
Please come through. Oh, and you better hope that AJ's the one who catches that email, not me, because I am upset. I have some comments and questions and
You will know
therapy
quickly.
recommendations. Are you okay? Why don't you want to be in AJ's life?
If I've ever dated someone, they either are in therapy or desperately need to go. I
Oh,
don't date
100%.
any other profile of person. It is
100%.
people who
Same.
deeply require therapy, because I
100%.
myself am such a person. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so
Same.
that really it tickled me. That was a delight to wake up to. And I
I
didn't
love
tell you
that.
immediately. I waited a few hours.
What are the fucking odds? Holy shit, you manifested the fuck out of that.
I thank you. I think so too. She's also not very active on social media. So it's like
So
I
it
know
like
it's a
means
sign.
something. It means something.
Oh, it for sure
Um,
means something.
I mean, also, so okay, I want to know about what her profile is like. Um,
Mm.
but first, I hate to tell you that the movement has arrived.
Well, it's actually good because I You had three beverages. I'm actually rocking with four right now. I've got
Oh, okay.
tea,
I actually have four
coffee,
too because I forgot
hot
the
water,
water.
cold water.
Hot water, cold water. Yes, exactly.
Well, because I'm refreshing my tea
Yes,
every.
of course. Yeah. And you should. That's
Okay,
good. I love that. Okay. So, quick break. We'll be right back.
go evacuate.
I will.
And now a short break brought to you by the birds of Brooklyn. Welcome back.
Did you switch your angle?
A little bit. Well, I've got this
This lighting is
beautiful
excellent on you. Yes.
window, and I have the little like sun catcher
Yeah.
thing, so I've got rainbow shit happening, but it's also like a little blinding. So just if you watch closely, you may see me rotating.
Rotate as the sun does. Um, okay. I want to comment on the fact that this is the first time that you and I have not matched on an episode of the pod.
Oh my God.
Because I was thinking about this when I was editing this most recent episode, and because we were talking about color and stuff, and you're like I wear all black and everything. But I was looking back through all the photos that or all the covers that I've done for us,
Mhm.
and we both wear black constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
And so every single one of them, we're both in black sweatshirts. Every single one. I'm in a black
Yep.
sweater
Hmm.
one time. Um, Black sweatshirts or sweaters the entire time except
The
our
flannels.
second, yes, except the flannels, which we also matched. So
We
literally today I was
did.
like, if I get on there and she's in flannel,
Oh my God. I almost was, dude. That's the thing. I almost did because I went to my closet for a cardigan, a specific cardigan I'm in this, by the way, I have all of this shit here because I'm in this room for like most of the day today because after we record today, I'm talking to several clients. And so I like have my setup. So I'm
got
thinking
it.
if I get cold, I want to have like something to put on.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know that I'm going to get cold, but just in case. So I'm going for a specific cardigan. It's not
Uh-huh.
there. Still don't know where it is. Now
Oh.
I'm looking for this. I've already heard in my headphones the ding ding that you've joined the Zoom. So I'm like
Uh,
trying to move with purpose. And I'm like, what? I want something like that I can put on and take up like open front.
sure.
Most
Yeah.
like my sweatshirts
Of
are
course.
not that.
Yes.
And I almost grabbed like a flannel button down, but then I grabbed a sweatshirt instead.
Gotcha.
Could have been.
Could have been. Um,
It's okay.
I
Sometimes we're different. Sometimes we're different, and that's okay. We
last
can make
episode we had a lot of differences. I
we
actually
did.
realized last episode was the most fighting we've ever done.
Fighting about what? I actually like millennial pink, you fucking bitch.
I love being a pretentious bitch. That's who I
And I love that about you, is the
I know
thing.
you do. Um, Shit, there was something else I wanted to say to you. I oh, the dream I had.
Oh
So
yeah, please.
I'm really only piecing it together because I didn't sleep super well, but it was one of those dreams that every time I woke up and went back to sleep, we were still in it. And so it was very strange. It was like, so the pieces I can recall are that the comedian Mae Martin, who shout out Mae, we know you're listening for sure. And by the way, I just want to recommend AJ slash Aubree as an excellent life coach. And
Would love to work with you, May. We do
I
some great work
think,
together.
I really think so. I really think so. Um, and I would know best because per my dream, in my dream, Mae Martin, the comedian, had a baby. And
So exciting
and
for them.
I was, yeah, I know. And he was a very cute little guy, and I was like his caretaker.
I love it.
And he was like brand new baby, so like like the wobbly head kind of baby, not like a sturdy one yet. And I was like, I woke up being like, yeah, no, I still don't want kids, but I would like one of my friends to have a kid so that I can hold a baby because I do like holding babies, you know.
Hmm.
I like to
Hmm.
carry around a baby. It's fun. I mean, admit this is why I don't want one because it's like for a while. Like, admittedly, like, so I love other people's kids, something fierce. Okay. My nieces, my friends' kids, obsessed. When they are babies, there are some families, not all families do this, but some families, when there's a baby involved, the whole time is just spent sitting around a room staring at it and doing nothing else. And it's
Yeah.
like, God forbid you recommend maybe we do another activity and someone could carry the baby in and we while we do that activity, what's the big deal? Well,
Why
no,
would we
because
do that?
we're watching the baby have tummy time. Oh, and in my dream, I was very worried that I was carrying the baby too much. And I was like, I need to remember that he needs tummy time. And otherwise, his little neck is never going to develop.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love
Um,
that. That in your dream, you are like worried you're not doing it right.
oh, there's no version of me that I'm doing anything right in the real world or in my dream life. I am fucking it up constantly in all realms. Um,
Aren't we all?
yeah. Um, but Dream May in my head was very pleased with my caring of their child. So that was a nice affirmation. Truly have no idea. I love a dream that I can't even like I understand where May came from because I listen to their podcasts and like consume their comedy and music and all of that. Um, but May having a baby that I took care of was really, I couldn't have told you that was coming.
Yeah, that is interesting. It's like, what is, I'm always wondering with dreams, like, what was my unconscious mind trying to like
Yeah,
train for or
exactly.
figure out in
Uh-huh,
that? Like, what were we
exactly.
working on there? What?
Which is funny because, as you know, with my intrusive thoughts, there is no way in hell I could ever be someone's nanny.
Yeah,
Not enough. Like it gives me anxiety even thinking about it. I'm
yeah.
like, I would definitely accidentally kill that child. There's no way it's not happening.
No, listen, I mean, and the thing is, the thing about me is I didn't realize I didn't have the anxiety about that until I was in charge of caring for a tiny
Oh,
child.
interesting.
And then was like, oh, I'm afraid I'm like she's something terrible is going to happen all the time, which like
Mm-hmm.
part of that is the evolutionary instinct of like
Mm-hmm.
protect the vulnerable creature and
Mm-hmm.
also that it's a scary dangerous world.
Yes.
Some of it I later learned is OCD. But
Multiple truths. I am realizing maybe because the night I haven't been sleeping super well. In part, I haven't had any THC in my life for the last week.
mm,
Um, just merely because I ran out, and the THC I want is a couple buses away, and I have been very lazy about leaving my neighborhood. Um,
fair.
but not last night, but the night before, I was awoken in the middle of the night by legitimately, I thought, a child outside, like screaming. And in my like sleepy, like I got up, I came over, I literally opened the window and hung my head out to see what was going on, only to see two cats fucking. So there's something going on at night where I'm concerned about children and their well-being.
Mm,
Not sure
interesting.
what it is, but yeah.
There's something, I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look this up separately, but there is something happening for us astrologically in our fifth house, which is the house that has to do with children and caretaking.
Really?
Yes.
That is interesting.
Now I, of course, I'm gonna look it up. I was like, I'm gonna look it up
Yeah,
later. I want to see
you should
now.
look it up. Look it up because the other thing that I'll say is like, before we started recording for our fans, AJ and I were talking about just essentially how accurate the stars really are because
Ah,
there's supposed to be some intensity around work and specifically relationships at work and resources at work and things like that this week. And literally every single one of my friends and myself has had heinously intense work relational shit this week that
yep.
for me lasted until late, like or yesterday evening. Like we took it all the way to the end of Friday, which is ironic because that's exactly what. Can we give her a plug?
Give her a plug. Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
Channy, AJ's astrologer that she put me on to, who I'm now obsessed with.
Oh, love her.
Um,
Love her.
she told us this was going to happen, and my fucking God, was she right? Literally, I'm not kidding that every single friend that's texted me this week has had like intense work relational shit. Like had to fire people, had to like quit a job.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
like really like the big swing stuff, not like, oh,
Yes.
work's been a lot, you know? Like,
Yep.
no, we're like doing some big shit.
Yeah. No, that is a really good point. Well, and that's no, I was wrong. I was thinking of something last week, but I'm seeing that on Wednesday for us, there might be a conversation that you have with someone in a relationship or something that is like startling, maybe upsetting.
I
It's
can't take
important.
anymore.
It's important because it will tell you the truth about what you feel. Well, this already happened. This was Wednesday.
Oh, last Wednesday. Okay, sorry. I thought we were going to next week. I was like, I can't. I literally
No,
cannot.
no, I won't have next week until Sunday, so don't
Okay,
worry.
got
But
it.
no, this week, like Wednesday, maybe Thursday, I don't, we may have had some
Well, because
intense conversations.
Wednesday was when I did an event and someone was a asshole to me at that event, which I predicted. And truly, I was like, oh, thank God, that's it. That's my work intense thing for the week.
Yep.
Whoo, shoo, we're done. And then Friday came and was like, LOL, bitch. Let's see what you can take.
And isn't that just how life goes?
Ain't it the truth?
Oy vey.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
That's what I've always said, you know?
That's what I've always.
That's what I've always said. Uh, Meanwhile, literally, I'm so tired of my voice sounding like this. I'm so tired of like having no voice.
I'm gonna send you something.
Do
Two
it.
things actually. So there's a tea I'm gonna send you. It's from
Okay.
High Garden Tea, which I will abs. This is an ad. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. It's the best tea you can get in the fucking States. Okay. She's an
Love.
incredible herbalist. And one of her primary tea blends that she made was for her husband, who is a singer. And it's a tea for people who have to speak a lot or sing a lot professionally for
Please.
literally your throat and vocal cords. And when I tell you that when I worked, we used to work at a tea shop in Nashville. I did with this woman who Leah, I'll just name her because she's a badass and amazing. And Leah, if you're listening, you're just literally the fucking best. I'm still obsessed with you every day of my life.
Shout out
Um,
Leah.
Truly, she deserves every fucking shout out. She's an incredible, special human. Ugh, God, just one of a kind. And anyway, her Sing Tea, uh, holy shit, popular. I mean, like
I bet.
eight agents and shit would come in and buy it in
I
bulk
bet.
for their clients and stuff. Yes, like because obviously Nashville, lots of singers, blah blah blah. Yeah, a very very and like so many people that were like, this is the only thing that works. But anyway, so I'm gonna send you that. I'm also gonna send you um a throat spray that's herbal that is also for vocalists. And that and the tea together, you're gonna be you're gonna be singing at the choir, babe.
Listen,
12 days
I
of
love it.
Christmas, bring it on.
You listen, you know it. You
I
know
do
it.
know it.
Oh, I miss those days. I miss the days of again for the fans when I was in high school, I was a singer. I was in madrigals, which is dressing up in Renaissance costumes and singing Christmas songs basically, and it
Mm,
was so much fun and there was a lot of singing involved and I have been thinking I miss singing. I
I
should find
know.
more I should find some more outlets for singing. I mean, right now my voice literally doesn't work to try to sing.
I
So,
think that when you try stand up, we might have a musical element.
ooh,
And there are a couple clubs that I know that would be perfect venues for that offering. Oh my
don't
God.
tempt me
And
with a good time.
I could like play piano, but I don't know how to play, for you. But you still have to sing on key.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. I love this. Um, okay, I do have a question for you today.
Oh, let's hear it. Bring it on. Hit me with it.
Here's the thing. I've gone back and forth with a couple of different ones that I've had trouble deciding.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if you have more of an appetite to talk about a question related to early life and childhood
Mm-hmm.
or something that's sort of like really silly and nothing to do with early life and childhood. Silly or serious?
Well, everything turns silly.
Everything. And
Um,
we also make everything serious. So
I
everything's going to be
know.
both. What would
Ah!
you like the overtone to be?
Um, um, um. Well, let's go with childhood because I had an initial reaction when you said that. I was like, what is that question?
Okay. What is a book that you read as a child? And child can be defined anywhere
Huh?
in your youth
Uh-huh.
that was like life changing for you, that like rocked your world as a kid.
Life of changing. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You also can choose more than one if you have a hard time choosing.
I mean, I think the thing that I'm going to go with, because as you know, I wasn't like a huge reader because I was a little slow in the reading category. But I actually have, um,
Oh my God. Yes, please. I have mine too, by the way.
yay. Okay, perfect. So I didn't read a lot. I wasn't like, I was not a skilled or gifted reader in any capacity. Um, and the difficulty of reading and staying focused on something like that just wasn't super easy for me.
Yeah.
So like my sister read constantly, literally the back of cereal boxes, books, everything that had words on it. She was burning through them, Goosebumps, Sweet Valley, Babysitter's Club, all that. So there's like some of the classics. There's that the Turtle series that got in some trouble recently, or like the alt-right tried to use the Turtle books to say something bad, and the authors of it were like, "Fuck you, no." Um,
Nice.
what's his name? Something the turtle. Fuck. Anyway, I always thought he was cute, and I like turtles, obviously. So that was fun. Berenstain Bears, and then like chapter books like Boxcar Children. Loved a
Yeah.
survival situation, but mostly um, anything with a horse. I was
Yep.
all about it. So there was like these pony club books. Um, when I was really little, and went to a babysitter during the summer. She would take us to the library every week to pick out books. And there
Love.
was this series called Billy and Blaze from probably like the fucking 50s, to be honest, um, about this boy Billy and his horse Blaze. And they just did stuff together. And I was a big fan of Billy and Blaze. Um,
So wholesome.
and and then when I got so there's this TV show now called Heartland, but it was a book series originally. And That came out when I was in like fifth or sixth grade.
Okay.
Young adult chapter book kind of thing, easy reading. And it was about a pair of sisters whose dad was long gone. I don't even remember what his deal was, but the mom died, left them with this horse farm, and she was like this horse trainer who like did natural horsemanship and stuff. And uh obviously I was obsessed with these books. And
Sure.
around fifth and sixth grade, there's a little like romance line in there that made it nice, but there's like um money troubles, alcoholism, all the things are in there too, blah blah blah. But a lot of good horse stuff. Um and yeah, in the last, I don't know, 10 years, they started making a TV show of it. And I saw the cover of that TV show and I was like, well, this is already inaccurate because those books were about people writing English. They did show jumping and cross
Yeah.
country and dressage, which is one of the reasons I liked it. In the cover of that and every picture I've seen of it, they're out west and they are riding in Western saddles and barrel racing and things like that. A
Ugh.
totally different fucking experience.
Departure from the
Unbelievable.
original source material.
So I will say this.
Hmm.
This book was very critical to me.
Fucking obsessed. Immediately,
And
yes.
you can tell because it's really worn out. The spine is like really, I mean, the pages are almost not glued anymore because I mean, even like I could turn to any page and it's familiar, you know? Like I
Yep.
remember seeing this exact image.
Yep.
Yes, I remember this image in particular of a cool down. Um, and yeah, I remember this one of this really cute donkey, all fuzzy in winter.
Oh, buddy.
Um, yeah. Oh, this one was a hard one, but I do remember it as well. The full in treatment.
Oh.
Um, yeah. Um, but oh, I remember this one too because I had to learn how to braid their manes like that. And
Right.
um, but yeah, so pretty much anytime there was um, I mean, you'll remember famously, I authored my own book about horses
Oh, I'll never forget it.
for the people. And due to negotiation disputes with publishers, was never actually published. Uh,
You were
but
ahead
that
of your
also
time.
exists. But yes, this I love this. Anytime there was a Scholastic Book Fair, I was just like, where's the horse stuff? That's what I'm going for. And hard to get me to read anything, but if it had a horse on it, like I legitimately read this. It wasn't like hard to
Yeah,
get me to read anything about horses ever. Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love
What
that.
about
And
you?
I of course love that you like just pulled it off the shelf. I have mine
Of
too.
course.
It's right outside the doors. I'm gonna grab it. So while I'm grabbing
I'll
it,
allow it.
you say something.
Okay, I'll just show more of the horse book.
Talk more, Adriana. Show us more horses.
Okay. I know that's hard for everyone to imagine. Um, okay, I also remember this one. I think that's probably a Morgan. I can't quite tell there on the top. Um, oh, I remember this one because I thought it could be a quarter horse. In retrospect, I don't think that's accurate, but I had a quarter horse who looked kind of like that. And it's just such a normal picture of a horse that looked more like my reality with horses, which was, it's winter and they're not all gussied up and they're just eating hay off the ground. Sometimes horse books tend to only show the wealthy side of horse ownership, where they have like fancy barns and stuff like that, and that's just not every situation. Um, and then oh, sorry, you're back. Never mind.
No,
I'll
keep
do one
going.
more. So
Oh, I
there's
need to
one.
know this. The psychology of the
Yeah,
horse.
yeah.
Hello.
Um, I'll read you just the first sentence of it. While training horses is a great deal of attention while training a I can't read. See, I still can't read. While training
It's tricky.
horses, a great deal of attention is given to their physical development. That is to the suppleness and buildup of muscles and to improving the stamina and speed of the animal. However, it's just as important to consider the psychological processes at work in the horse. If the
Yeah.
mind of the animal is disturbed, then the body will not react as desired by the rider and trainer. I believe I wrote something quite similar about becoming friends with your horse.
You absolutely did. Except you wrote it, I will say, in a much more accessible way.
Thank
You
you.
used language that was easier to connect with, I feel.
Thank
So
you
you
so
there's
much.
yeah, there's
I really
these
think
writers
about
have
my
something to
audience.
learn from you.
I really like to think about the audience.
Don't I know it? Don't I
Okay, you
know it?
got yours?
Well, here's the thing. So again, I have trouble. I clearly am having trouble choosing. I'm a Libra. This is like a very Libra thing. Okay. Just in case everyone was wondering, I'm a Libra sun. Okay. Um, so I have two. So I'm going to give you two flavors.
Okay. Okay.
Now, one was the first thing that came to mind because this is one of the first books that I remember reading that really like stuck with me, that I thought about for a long time after I read it, that I still think about, and that is Tuck Everlasting.
Oh my God, that's a like legit copy
Yeah,
made
it is.
before that was printed before the movie.
I actually think perhaps that this copy was given to me by someone, and I'm not remembering
Oh.
which lovely person in my life gave me their copy of this book because I talked about how much I love it. But yeah, this is the edition that we read in school. Um, we read it in middle
Oh.
school. Um, yeah, which
Okay.
middle school is about the time I remember kind of like forming my taste in stories and like, things
Mm.
like that. So, but I love this book. This is a real like there's something I assume you've read it, but tell me if you haven't.
I actually have not. I've seen the
Okay.
Rory Gilmore movie, but I have not
Okay, so
seen,
you know the
or I've
story
not read
though.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know enough. But
Yeah.
it's one, I mean, like the way that it's written, I really like. It's like very like dreamy. Um, but also there's just like a lot of like bittersweetness in it. There's a lot of like grief in it. There's a lot of like to love something is to be able to like let it go and what that means. And
Interesting. Sure,
there's a
sure,
lot of those themes that
sure.
still resonate for me. So that's one. But
I love that.
the other one that I thought of and then I realized that we had it on the shelf when I went to get Tuck Everlasting is one that I think I read before. I think I read this one first in elementary school, and I remember finding it in the school library
Uh-huh.
and reading it, and this was my first experience of art being unsettling to me in a way that felt
Mm,
good and that I wanted more of.
mm. Oh, oh, I
Did you
love
ever read
that.
these?
I didn't read that, but I had like a scary story collection. Or no, I had like some ghost stories from Indiana or something like that. You know, it was specific to it was a regional
Yeah,
pick, you know? But it
love,
had like
love.
pictures of barns with ghosts in the windows and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, so this is like a challenged book because one, the illustrations are scary. Two, I mean, the content, it's horror and it's like written for children to understand it, but it's horror. But like some of the illustrations are really scary. So like heads up, if you're watching the video and scary images are distressing to you, I'm about to show a scary image. It's not graphic, it's just creepy.
Oh, that is a scary image.
Imagine as a like a fourth grader.
Oh no. Uh-uh. That's
But
literally what they when in like a horror film or series or something, that is the drawing that the kid that's psychologically damaged draws that prompts the parent to take the kid in.
yes,
And then the kid's
yes,
like, she comes to me in my sleep.
literally. Well, so this one I also exactly right. And I think that's part of what drew me to this book. Um, but like they have the different like sections of the book. So this one says this chapter has the same title as the first chapter, the title being Ah. Um, but the stories in the first chapter are meant to scare you. The ones in this chapter are meant to make you laugh. So
Oh,
there's a whole chapter of like silly ones.
okay.
But there's also definitely like scary, creepy ones. I'm trying to see if there's like a short one, but it's yeah, it's like definitely legitimately scary. All short stories. I mean, I
Sure.
also love to like, little like story like this long,
Oh,
you know.
sure. Yeah, vignettes. Little vignettes.
Yeah. Right, which is, as you know, is how I'm doing a lot of my writing these days. So it's fun to revisit things that use that same style.
Hang on, I'm gonna grab one while you talk and show scary images. I'll be right back.
Well, so now I'm like, let me find the one that was well, I mean, it has stories in here though that are like urban myth ones. So like it has the high beams one, which is the person
Mm-hmm.
driving and the person behind them keeps turning on the brights and they're freaked
Mm.
out that the person's following them, but then they're like, there's someone in your back seat and they would sit up and I would turn on the brights and they would lay down. And so I actually saved your life, even though you were scared of me as the driver. Or like the story, this one's called The Babysitter. Also fucking creepy
Wait. The
illustration.
babysitter. By whom? By
Um,
whom?
I mean, it doesn't say, I don't know, it doesn't have, the stories are collected by Alvin Schwartz.
Okay.
But so presumably it's him writing. Did you get to see the creepy image?
No.
It's not focusing. I got to move my
There we
face.
go. Okay, no, this is different. Because there's a famous short story called The Babysitter that is just about assault, that is incredibly written, and it is one of the most upsetting things. Like I read it for a class and I'm not kidding. I was so legitimately triggered that I could barely have a conversation about it from an academic perspective because I was just like, normally I can separate um, and objectify literature pretty well, but that one I was like, I'm having trouble doing that. Um, so anyway,
Yeah.
that one sticks out to me. Um,
No, this one is
how
it's
old
the
were you with this
story.
one?
I mean, I think I was probably 9 or 10 when I first read this book.
Sure.
Um, but no, this version of The Babysitter is the like they've definitely made a movie about this, but it's the premise of like the babysitter's there and they keep getting a phone call and it's like a prank call and they don't know where it's coming from and then they call the police and the police trace the call and it's coming from inside the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That kind of scary story.
Because
Okay,
there's
this is a
so the babysitter one that the the famous short story is there is a phone call thing happening as well, like that,
yeah.
like repeat phone calls, but it's yeah, it's like a violent assault thing, not yeah. So it's interesting. It
This
pulls some
is
themes. And they did make a movie of it actually. Alicia Silverstone is the babysitter in the movie The Babysitter. And it is a very like I it's one of those movies that I think this is one of the things that I can picture us actually at that restaurant in Franklin having drinks and just losing our shit over this topic because
yeah.
it's like they made they made this film with Alicia Silverstone when she was very young, like I think maybe even younger than Clueless. And she is completely sexualized in it as the victim of
Oh no.
assault the entire
Oh
time.
no.
And I like that's why I had seen the movie when I was a teenager. And then in college or in grad school, actually, when I read the story, I was just like, insta triggered. I was like, we're sexualizing assault in a way that I'm not into. Fuck all of this, you know. Yeah,
I'm even just like reading the description of it and looking at it. It's also classified as an erotic thriller.
exactly. That's not a thing. Like this is we should not have a category of erotic thriller. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to kink shame anyone who's into things like that in a safe way that's consensual, but like putting it out as popular media, not everyone's going to take that cue. And I would argue that we have good statistics that dominantly it has not been
Yeah.
absorbed as such. Ugh.
No.
Anyway, we don't
Um,
even have tequila and I'm raging. Go
we don't need tequila to rage. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you met either one of us?
ahead.
We can rage just fine with our 17 comfort drinks that are all non-alcoholic. I'm gonna read you one of these.
Please,
Are
yes, do it, do it.
you ready?
I'm ready.
This one's called The Guests.
Ooh.
A young man and his wife were on a trip to visit his mother. Usually they arrived in time for supper, but they had gotten a late start and now it was getting dark. So they decided to look for a place to stay overnight and go on in the morning. Just off the road, they saw a small house in the woods. Maybe they rent rooms, the wife said. So they stopped to ask. An elderly man and woman came to the door. They didn't rent rooms, they said, but they would be glad to have them stay overnight as their guests. They had plenty of room and they would enjoy the company.
No, don't do it. Fear-driven culture. Don't do it.
The old woman made coffee and brought out some cake, and the four of them talked for a while. Then the young couple were taken to their room. They again explained that they wanted to pay for this, but the old man said he would not accept any money. The young couple
Mm-mm.
got up early the next morning before their hosts had awakened. On a table near the front door, they left an envelope with some money in it for the room. Then they went on to the next town. They stopped in a restaurant and had breakfast. When they told the owner
Mm-mm.
where they had stayed, he was shocked. That can't be, he said. That house burned to
Nope.
the ground, and the man and woman who lived there died in the fire.
Ah,
The young couple couldn't believe it, so they
I
went
want
back
my
to the
money back.
house. They went back to the house, only now there was no house. All they found was a burned out shell. They stood staring at the ruins, trying to understand what had happened. Then the woman screamed. In the rubble was a badly burned table, like the one they had seen by the front door. On the table was the envelope they had left that morning.
I can't. There's the fake house before it's burned. Oh, oh my God. Okay, wait, that makes me have to get one more. I'm so sorry. I will stop, I promise. But I'm just like, this is a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah, Adriana, you should be really sorry for answering the question that I asked you
I'm
with
endlessly
enthusiasm.
apologetic. I'm the worst person. There will never be a worse person than me.
There's that ego.
It's just not possible.
Nobody is as terrible as me. I am uniquely awful.
Hitler had nothing on me.
Oh, God.
Okay, hang on. Uh, there's this one, and then oh, I realized it's actually in the office, the other one I was looking for.
I
Um,
can't wait. I'm so excited.
oh, there it is. Um, I love how I'm like, I can't read. Hang on. Let me find 20 books. Okay. Uh, based on that, I'm like realizing now, as far as like school reading that piqued my interest, classic baby goth move, Ed Poe. Come
Oh,
on.
hell to the motherfucking yeah.
Uh,
Absolutely.
I did
Absolutely.
I did really love it. And so the Fall of the House of Usher, the Pit and the
Sure.
Pendulum, very good. Um, I love the Telltale Heart, the Black Cat, which actually was made into a film, which is terrific. I highly
Hmm.
recommend. And
Okay.
usually you can find it just on YouTube because it's that old. Um, anyway, I also have to say, um, because we were a Boy Meets World household,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
and so this is from my sister got me this book in 2009, this collection, and she put in the book, what a major freakoid that Ed Poe must have been, because that's a quote from Boy Meets World. Okay, so there's
Major
that.
freakoid.
James and the Giant Peach, loved it.
Yes, 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 yes.
Alice in Wonderland, similar, big fan. Um, so you were talking about vignettes. Everyone needs to read this. It's
Oh,
one
I
of the best
have it. I
collections.
know. I
It'll
know. I
take you
need to
like
read it.
it'll take you like an hour. Vignettes at their fucking finest. Unbelievable. She's incredible. She's just incredible. Sideways Stories from Wayside School. which I found in that little free library on my walk to work. And I waited
Oh,
days before I took it because I thought a kid should get this, not me. But then no kid came, so I
sure.
took it. And
Love.
then as far as my creepy book that I read when I was probably too young and just found in a library one day, and I
It's a
bought this
canon
book. I
event.
didn't steal
You
it
gotta have it.
from, yeah, didn't steal it. I bought this later when I remembered when I had the memory of reading this. It's called The Secret, which is the title of many books, turns out. Um, it's by Eva Hoffman. The back says, Iris Surrey has a secret. Iris Surrey is a secret.
Mm.
Um, and basically, I mean, I don't want to give it away, but that says it all right there. And it was a New York Times notable book,
Ooh, notable. Okay.
which I
Okay,
honestly
notable.
respect over being a bestseller at New York Times at this point, because at this point that means jack shit to me, other than someone's publisher bought and distributed a
Yeah.
bunch of their books for them. Because how can there
Yeah.
be that many number one bestsellers? I don't get it. Like every fucking book that a celebrity's ever written is a bestseller. I find that hard to believe. The other one I picked up that I actually haven't read yet, but I found at a thrift store a while back is The Egg and I, which so we used
I
to
don't know
watch
that
these
one.
movies growing up. Um, we used to watch these movies growing up called Mom, Pa, Kettle, and they're like kind of slapstick comedy about this like country couple. And it's like black and white, probably done in like the 60s, 50s ish, maybe. Yeah, it would have had to have been the 50s. And I don't know, just as a kid, like there's a lot of fucked up stuff in it. So if you're like not looking for any type of ism, don't even bother. Like they're all in there. Um,
Got
but
all the isms.
all the isms are represented. Um, but as a kid, just like the physical comedy was so good and I loved it. And one of the movies in the Mom Pa Kettle series is called The Egg and I.
Okay.
And so I saw this book and I was like, I don't know if this actually is the same thing or related at all. But I bought it. And again, I haven't read it yet, but I now have it. Anyway, the other book I had, I'm realizing that connects to a previous podcast episode, is A Date Night with the Backstreet Boys. Do you remember when they used
What?
to make those little chapter books that were like a date with 98 degrees and it was just like each one of them talking about their favorite things and like just dumb shit, like so stupid. And
Yes.
then like the middle was just a bunch of pictures of them. Um, yeah, I had
Oh,
the Backstreet
see,
Boy edition.
we used to have creativity. I mean, we do have creativity. It's just moved to Instagram fan accounts. Like that's an Instagram fan account now. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. Yes.
Which as someone who's one of my main forms of creative expression is my meme account, I
Oh,
can't
it's
really,
great.
talk too much shit on that, but it is interesting to be like, oh yeah, that was a thing when we were younger, and I mean, maybe it is now too. I just am not tapped into
I know.
that.
I haven't been to a Scholastic Book Fair in a while. I mean, that is a book I got at a Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh my God.
Talk about the education.
At daycare,
Uh-huh.
they have a Scholastic Book Fair every year, and
Oh, oh my
they
God.
set it up in the lobby.
Love it.
And so when you come in, you can shop.
Got it.
And yeah, and you send the kids with money or like you can pre-order stuff or
Yeah.
whatever, but also I mean, we
Yeah.
always end up buying tons of
100%.
stuff, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's also a school fundraiser. So of course.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, books, it's just,
Scholastic is a brilliant model. Actually, though, if I may, for our listeners in
you may.
Brooklyn, I highly recommend supporting Brooklyn Book Bodega.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn Book Bodega is a phenomenal organization in Brooklyn that is, when I used to work for New York Cares, and we put on volunteer run school book fairs on a regular basis, but they were free for the kids. And we did that by purchasing all of the books through Brooklyn Book
Mm-hmm.
Bodega.
Hell yeah.
And then Brooklyn Book Bodega does a bunch of book distribution events. Their goal is to get, I believe, 100 books in the hands of every Brooklyn child. And the people who work there are incredible. Just can't say enough about them. So if you're in Brooklyn or just on the internet, check them out. Highly recommend. Although there are really good book organizations in every place. Here in Chicago, duh, I should shout out Open Books. They
Love.
are also a book nonprofit, and they have a location here in Pilsen. They've opened multiple locations since I have been gone, and but they have a in Pilsen a location where you can pay what you can for books, which I just think is what should be the
Love.
case.
Yep.
Books should not be we should not have barriers to education and creative freedom. So
What if I
anyway,
was
just a
like,
few
Adriana,
shouts.
I actually disagree with you on that, and let's debate it.
This is where I find out that you actually are a raging capitalist
Big
and
time.
believe in it. Like
Mm.
you're not just living it, you believe it.
I believe in it so hard. You have no idea.
I will shout out Indy Reads in Indianapolis is a similar organization doing a similar thing. They have a great bookstore in Indianapolis and do uh drag story time and stuff like that.
Mm.
I love Indy Reads, big fan, but like most cities at this point have really good literacy organizations like that that are um doing what should be done, despite what AJ might say.
That's right. You know me. I don't think drag queens have any place in children's story hours. I'm so sorry. I can't even say it with a straight face. I love drag, love queer people. I'm it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
This isn't real, you guys.
We will tolerate. We will tolerate.
We will tolerate. Um,
Tolerance was one of those original things that when I heard it, even when I was young, I was like, so tolerate, like that's not enough. Like, and this was before I was even out. I was just like, what do you mean tolerate? That's basically like saying, I mean, I won't kill you, but I certainly don't think you deserve to live. It's like,
absolutely. Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, that is not enough. This is not enough.
No, it's certainly not. Well, especially because now people are feeling much more emboldened to just openly be like, actually, I do want you to die.
It's yeah, and I'll take care of that. Yeah, 100%. Um,
Oy vey.
yeah.
See, we
Okay,
knew it was
wait.
going to get serious.
Wait, what can you do? Again, when you're this smart and witty,
Well, I
what
mean,
can you do?
when you contain multitudes the way that we do, when you're so like complex and like multi-layered intellectually, it's tough to just keep the conversation one tone. You know what I mean? It's always going to go a little silly, a little serious, and that's fine. It's just who we are.
There are 8 beverages between us. And that's how complicated we are.
The amount, you have no fucking idea the amount of liquid that there is between the two of us.
Not
Yeah.
liquid and cash, but liquid and liquid.
No. Oh no. No.
Rock hard in
Um,
cash. Just chiseling away as much as I can.
See,
Fucking
rock
granite.
hard, I think implies something more positive than I think what we're
I
actually trying
know.
to.
I know. Well, then I started thinking about, I think it's like limestone is the hardest rock or something like that. And that's why it's used for so many things. It's hard to like penetrate it. And I think that's me trying to get money out.
Oh,
Like,
got it, got it, got
I
it.
think that's the horrible attempt at it. This is why I don't do metaphors. I'm not great at them.
You don't do metaphors?
I I struggle with the overuse of metaphors. Sometimes I think it's okay to struggle through figuring out how to say something or explain something without having to name an example or a metaphor. Now, as a facilitator and a coach, I do use metaphors and I have my locked and loaded ones that I use frequently. Um, because when the goal is not uh, endless explorative thought, you know, and the goal is get someone through this arc of thinking, I'm like, we got to get them there. Here's the tools to get them there. But as someone who studied philosophy, I love the reason I love all these stupid big fucking books is because they just like struggle through it, man. They're like, what is being? Let me really get in there and not use a metaphor to get there. So,
That's fair.
and
It's
I
so
think sometimes
interesting.
it shortens what's possible with literature. I will say, like, every now and then I find it irritating in literature when I'm like, oh, I actually would have been more interested if this paragraph, if you just tried to say more of that instead of
Yeah.
stunt it by being like, blah, 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 like a so and so. It's like, oh no, I would have loved to have heard you just explore what that felt like for you, you know,
Yeah.
not stunt it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Interesting. I was just going to say that's really interesting to think about too, in contrast to like writing things in very short form, like vignette style, which I think is also, for me, is what I'm feeling particularly drawn to in this moment. How can we communicate something in as few words as
But even
possible,
that, I don't think it's about the
condensed?
length necessarily, because it's like, um, it's more like spending the time to find the words and the
Yeah.
arrangement of words that compels the thing you're saying. Because, like, for example, when I think of House on Mango Street, it's not rife with metaphors.
Yeah.
Like, that is not what's happening there. But there's a clear one of the reasons I love it is like the amount of time spent just saying the thing,
Yeah.
and like finding the right word that gets you to the thing. Um, which is fascinating. I think that I like the puzzle kind of challenge of that and playing with language. And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like, not always, sometimes people use metaphors expertly and I love it. But every now and then I'll be reading something and I'm like, oh man, I just wish I'm curious what you would have come up with if you just would have like played with language a little longer
Mm,
and made that sentence different. Anyway,
yeah. Yeah.
like he had a tough exterior, like the hide of a rhino, and it's like, okay, what what else could you have said there that would have described someone having a tough exterior? You know?
Yeah. 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 Totally.
Yeah. I'm also visual, so once you say a right, like that, legitimately that might be part of it too. Is just my mental illness that when you say a thing, now I'm picturing a fucking rhinoceros.
Yep.
And specifically their rough skin. And now I'm thinking about rhino poaching and all of that. Like I needed to stay in the story, and now you've taken me somewhere totally else different. Like
Yeah.
keep me here. So it's probably more to do with my mental illness than it is with anyone else's problems.
I do feel like that little statement that you just made, we could say about a whole lot of stuff. That's probably more about my mental illness than it is about anyone else.
That's definitely not true, though. Mostly it's other people's. I certainly cannot be the problem. That can't be true.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, like I said, I've already no one can say anything bad about me because I've already conceded I'm the worst. So shut up. There's nothing else you can say.
That's right. I win.
I
I
win.
figured it out first. I'm the
No,
problem.
no one can hurt me now.
That's
I
right. That
already
is how
know.
that works. That is how that works. Okay, so aside from that airtight defense mechanism, what
Thank
else is
you.
keeping you alive?
Oh God. Um, I think like I've been eating pretty well lately, like eating really high nutrient food,
Mm,
and which my body's kind of forced upon me um through some sickness recently.
yeah.
Um, but and is continuing to force by just being a little my stomach's not feeling great. So anytime I put something remotely not healthy in, it's like, what the fuck?
Sure.
And you know, I'm like, sorry, but I'm an addict also. There's
Yeah.
multiple itches to scratch here.
Yep.
Um, but I do think that it's just giving me a little better energy, and more
Yeah.
sustained energy. And I have a break coming up. I
Mm,
finished a big work project this week and everything. I have a few more days of work next week, and then I'm on a like 3-week break.
Mm.
And I get to see my family, and I get to see you, and I get to see another one of my friends, and I'm just very much looking forward to that. And yeah. What about you? What's keeping you alive?
Very similarly, the kind of like, I don't want to say light at the end of the tunnel feeling, but like, you
Totally.
know, it is a very busy time and looking forward to like things winding down, not
Hmm.
getting through the days where it's like, yes, there's a million things going on. Also, please dress your child like an elf today for school. Like
Whew.
we're in that period right now. Um, so I'm excited for that to be over. I mean, the kids love it, so like it's
Yeah,
fine. It's
exactly.
supremely
Gotcha.
fucking cute. The older ones
Right.
also can often decide they want to opt out, which is
Right.
fine by me, whatever you want to
Right.
do.
Exactly. Right.
Um, but yeah, I too am gonna have a break, which I didn't fully realize until like I'm not even working that far ahead in my mind. So like
Yeah.
I was talking to a client yesterday and was like, okay, we can meet this many more times in December, and then I'm actually gonna be off for like 3 weeks. Like,
Ooh.
wow, that's very exciting. So like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm and yeah, coming to see you, gonna see some friends who are visiting from out of the country, and gonna see them in a place where I can wear a swimsuit and, be in the sun. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. I am looking forward to our first Christmas staying in New York City. We are not traveling to the
Oh, this
Midwest.
is the first one. Okay. I knew you didn't
Well,
travel to the Midwest anymore for Christmas, but I wasn't sure when that started, so it's new.
this is the first one. It's new. I mean, it's we're doing this for this year. We're kind of seeing how we feel about it.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Because for a while, Christmas was the only time we would go, and then we started visiting in the
In the
summer,
summer,
which it's
right.
way more fun in the summer.
Yeah, of course.
Christmas with my family is lovely. If any of you
Of
are
course.
listening, I love you so much. But the travel is a lot, and in the winter,
Uh-huh.
it sucks. And
Oh my
so
God.
we were here for Christmas in 2020. We didn't travel because of COVID,
Right.
but that those circumstances felt very different. This is more so
Totally.
like we're just choosing to not travel and to enjoy Christmas here. And so,
I feel like it'll be
yeah,
so much more peaceful. I get so stressed on behalf of my friends who have to do a lot of travel and stuff for holidays,
yeah,
especially for some reason, especially Christmas with kids. So I feel like kids should just get to like stay in their PJs all day and play with whatever toys they got and like eat food and like, watch a
yeah,
movie or whatever and like just chill and bask and do their thing,
yeah,
you know? Um, and I always hated the like cart them around, get them to this place, and now they have to get dressed and go here. And you can bring one toy. I know you just got a pile of toys that you now love, but pick one, and that's the only one you can take, and blah blah blah. And
yeah. It's
like
hard. It's hard.
it's
I
too
mean,
much. Like,
to be fair, and I mean, you've now experienced a holiday with my family
hmm
and the way you've seen the way we do Thanksgiving, which is like nobody needs to dress up. I wore
I love it,
sweatpants to Thanksgiving, like,
love it.
and Christmas, when we do visit family, it is very similar. It's we don't like my
Gotcha.
siblings usually are going back around to like their other family
Okay,
members, but like our family's in pajamas all day. We usually would have people over to our Airbnb. So,
gotcha.
you know,
You
so
still hosted Christmas in your Airbnb. I love
well,
that.
and some of that was because we got intentionally a big Airbnb so we
Yes,
could have people just come to us and not have to go to people's houses with
right,
our
right.
gaggle of children.
Exactly. Right.
Um, but it ends up also being really nice because yeah, our kids can stay in their pajamas all day. They can play with whatever they want. They
Right.
can nap. They can, be
Yeah.
social or not at their leisure. And I think
Yeah.
that feels really important for me to like manage
Yeah.
stress around
Totally.
holidays. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting through the next like week or so that we still have, pretty busy schedule, but these are
Yeah.
things that are keeping me going.
I love it. Break times. Well, until then, anyway,
More soon.